Daniel is just an ordinary guy. He is great at video games like sci-fi movies and is a novice at RPGs, but his life gets changed forever the day he uses the restroom in the middle of a game of D&D. Spontaneously, he gets transported to a mysterious medieval fantasy castle, gets inhabited by a mysterious shadow, and must crawl through the perilous passages to find his way back home. Thinking that it's all just an hallucination, Daniel will soon come to find out that not everything is as it seems. Unepic thrusts you into a Metroidvania-styled world featuring a mix of action, 2D platforming, and role-playing. Early on, you'll be introduced to one of the game's core mechanics, the process of illuminating the deadly castle. As you circumvent this monstrous building, you'll enter corridors that are either dimly lit or as dark as the inside of a coffin on a moonless night, giving off an ominous vibe as you mysteriously wonder what creepy crawlers may be laying in wait for you in the deep pits of darkness. To brighten your walkway, you'll need to light the various torches that are spaced throughout the passageways, making it a really neat mechanic that gives Unepic a unique identity and a greater sense of exploration. Daniel is also yours to develop how you see fit. Throughout the adventure, you will earn experience points from clobbering down loads of enemies that consist of bats, skeletons, orcs, floating eyeballs, and so much more. Each time you level up, you'll be awarded with skill points that you then can distribute to various attributes, such as your hammer skills, sword skills, and armor skills. The higher the skill level, the better the weapon or armor you can commandeer, and the more potent your attacks will become, making it actually worthwhile to duke it out with the onslaught of baddies. And there are so many different varieties of weapons to choose from, fit for pretty much every circumstance, giving you loads of options to customize Daniel to your liking. The game really pushes you to not just focus on just one skill, but instead to use the variety of tools that are offered up. This is especially apparent during particular boss fights, as one may be immune to melee attacks or where one can only be hit with a close combat weapon. It's a nice way to show you all of what the game has to offer, even though it may be a hindrance if you were focusing on a particular skill set. To sidetrack you from your main objective though, multiple NPCs will ask for favors in exchange for items that really become quite crucial at times, as what you receive can be very helpful. Some are just simple fetch quests, and then there are those that are a little more out there, like placing leeches on an orc's little tinkle factory. On the plus side though, you'll earn a different assortment of pets that each provide unique assistance, new types of magical powers that are very useful towards the end of the game, or even just some gear to equip on Daniel. Unepic is a pretty polished game that offers tons of diversity and a pleasant challenge, even on easy mode. It's very lengthy too, taking numerous hours to complete, making the $9 asking price totally worth it. The world in Unepic is of some pretty epic proportions, as the actual castle itself is a vast landscape displaying an assortment of places. Thankfully, the game does offer the use of a fast travel system through a series of connecting gateways or items that automatically transport you to certain spots, helping to eliminate the grueling thought of backtracking. Unepic really isn't a game that is going to showcase the power of the Wii U with its visuals, but they get the job done, giving you a different look for each section of the castle, from the smoky catacombs to the green garden. But a lot of the areas do have a familiar feeling to them. The only real dilemma I have with the visuals though is that things can be a little hard to identify while playing on the TV, in light of it being played from a zoomed out perspective. Transporting the game to the gamepad screen though helps rectify that can of worms, as the experience is brought closer to your face. And if you're looking for some sick epic beats, well, it is kind of hit or miss. Sometimes the music may play really softly where you may not even notice it, while in other areas or during boss fights the tunes will quicken in pace. And I also encountered a bug a few times where a fairly harsh sound clip would get stuck and continue to loop over and over. Surprisingly though, Unepic actually features full-on voice acting for all the characters, which is admirable for an eShop title, considering there is quite a bit of dialogue. Overall, Unepic does warrant a good time, even though there may be some faults here and there. Other than that, illuminating your way through the dark caverns of the castle, fighting a plethora of deadly creatures, finding useful items, and improving your character is all rather thrilling. So if you have $9 to spare and you're looking for an eShop title that'll satisfy you for plenty of hours, Unepic is waiting to take you on an adventure. And in all, the GamingPixelShow.com is awarding Unepic with a 4 out of 5. And if you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up and add to your favorites and all that good stuff, and you can stay tuned for more video reviews, news videos, and That's On Me verse episodes. But I will talk to you later in the next video guys, bye!